Longbush woman attacked by mentally ill man. Local media professionals arrested. The House of Assembly in the gym is a national disgrace, says CLINE. The women's football team improves. And a BVI model makes her New York Fashion Week debut. All this and more when 284 returns.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Live stream cable TV is here with CCT Live. Access over 80 channels that you can watch either at home or when you're on the go. And don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Rewind and watch in your own time. Come to CCT today and ask about our 1-month free trial offer. CCT Live. Bring it home.
Welcome, viewers. I'm Nia Douglas, coming to you live from the beautiful British Virgin Islands. It's Thursday, February 24th, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Starting off today's news, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force say they are seeing a rise in reports of incidents involving persons with mental illness or those displaying similar behavior in the British Virgin Islands. In a recent statement, the RVIPF said that on February 22nd, a Longbush female resident reported that she responded to a knock at her door around 9:30 p.m. A man answered and tried to force himself on her. Thankfully, persons in the area responded to her cries for help, and the perpetrator, who appeared to be unbalanced, was apprehended and taken to the behavioral ward of the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital for evaluation. The statement added that both the female victim and the person who came to her aid received injuries in the scuffle. Recently, at least 3 females reported being grabbed or almost grabbed by a known mentally ill male over the last 2 weeks. 2 of the incidents were in the Roadtown area and another was at Long Bay, Beef Island. Over a week ago, a male destroyed the windscreens of 26 vehicles parked in the parking lot of the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital with a stick. He is said to be presently under observations at the behavioral ward of the hospital as well. Shortly after that incident, a few days later, the owner of another 3 vehicles found motor oil thrown on their vehicles while parked adjacent to Republic Bank. Officials say charges cannot be brought against persons confirmed to be mentally ill by law. However, the RVIPF is asking that persons report any such incidents immediately so that individuals can be apprehended. Residents are also being asked to be mindful of their surroundings. The rise in such incidents began in August of 2021. Many residents continue to call for better social services and monitoring of persons with mental illness for the safety of other residents. In other news, a local journalist and 1 other media professional in the BVI have been arrested and charged with forgery. Ron Grant has the story.
In an official arrest blotter, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force stated that Kathy Olivia Richards, a local journalist of JTV News 48 of Fort Hill, has been arrested and charged. Also arrested and charged is Hitesh Yadram, 43 of Great Mountain, also an employee of JTV News and a Guyanese national. The charges brought forth are for uttering a forged document and demanding property on forged document. Both were granted bail and are expected to appear before the magistrate's court at a later date. The matter involving accused Kathy Olivia Richards, a Guyanese national, allegedly stemmed from being flagged because of a discrepancy, which caused the Labor Department to contact the police, who later arrested and charged the media professional. Our newsroom reached out to Richards, who declined to comment. More to come as the story develops. Ron Grant for 284 News.
Up next is the hosting of the House of Assembly at the Save the Seed Energy Center, a national disgrace. This story and more after a quick word from our sponsors.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
The wait is over! CCT Fire is here! Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire, bring it home and upgrade today.
Welcome back, viewers. Radio talk show host Claude Skelton CLINE has labeled the continued hosting of the House of Assembly at the Energy Center in Duff's Bottom, Tortola as a national disgrace. CLINE made the comment during a recent airing of his Honestly Speaking radio program. He called out the government for not having the House of Assembly returned to its original location at the Richard C. Stout Building in Roadtown, Tortola. Take a listen.
It continues to be a national disgrace and shame that our House of Assembly is continuously meeting in a gym. You heard me right. From Hurricanes Irma Maria, small spat at the end of 2019 or somewhere thereabouts, we had COVID. And the whole matter of spacing was an issue. But I took a look and going to reflect on or recall something I wanted to give mention to, and I'm sitting there looking at what goes out worldwide and has become a public part of the public's history, documented, to see the guys and the gals, the people that we elect, conducting business in a gym for so long a period of time. It's a shame and a national disgrace. I remember calling the NDP on this. And I'm calling my government. When I say my government, I'm talking about personally because it's all of our government. I'm calling us on this.
The former government consultant said that the Andrew Foy-led administration has become too comfortable in a bad place and called on them to have the issue rectified.
The House of Assembly ought to be a stately, sophisticated, substantive, that communicates an anchor, that communicates surety. So that when we drive up to it, when we see it, when we see you in it, it bespeaks all of our hopes and our dreams and our aspirations. We need to get out of gyms. We need to get out of every other building that is not the House of Assembly and conduct the people's business in the requisite house. That bespeaks who we are with all of its symbols and substance. I'm calling on us. I'm picking up on a piece of a language that I heard the Honorable Vincent Whitley spoke, that we have become too comfortable in a bad place. Our eyes are adjusting too well to the darkness. Our nostrils are adjusting too well to the stench. We are too comfortable in a bad place. We as a people in these Virgin Islands accept too much injustice, too much mediocrity.
After the first set of lockdowns in the BVI in the first quarter of 2020, a decision was made by the government to relocate the House of Assembly to the gym at the Energy Center. This move was to accommodate the COVID-19 social distancing protocols, since the gym has ample space to allow for separating arrangements of at least 6 feet apart for the elected officials. In other news, the BVI women's national football team delivered a much better all-around performance in their second game of the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, but lost 0-4 to host Honduras. Playing at the Estadio General Francisco Marazan Stadium, the BVI girls displayed discipline and determination to reach the halftime stage at just 1 goal down to their much more experienced opposition. Take a look at the highlights.
90 minutes are up here in Honduras, but it was a show by the home team, putting 4 up on the board against the British Virgin Islands. The first one, 27th minute, Kimberly Diaz off the half volley with her right foot beat Brittany Peters, which proved to be a tough task in this one, as Peters was excellent in net. That would be it, 1-0 at halftime. In the second half, though, Linda Moncada was active right away, 47th minute. Put the ball in the back of the net. 38 total shots for Honduras. Of those, 15 of them being saved by Brittany Peters. So to get the ball past her was quite the task. But Moncada able to do it here in the 47th minute, 2-0 for Honduras. Then it was the Brittany Peters show. 15 saves for her, a number of them looking just like this, tipping them up and over the back of their net. Kendra Haylock, 75th minute, all by herself. Shots for offside from the British Virgin Islands defenders. Doesn't get called, as she was close. But timed it right, according to the officials, and buries it near post past Peters, 3-0 Honduras. And then just some good defensive work on the far side. The substitute, Kimberly Lopez, gets the ball and takes a strike. Ball ends up on the outside of the net, and because the net had come off from the strike, just ripping it far post. Pulls it off the stakes in the ground and makes it 4-0. Does the substitute Lopez. She gets a reaction from her teammate Kendra Haylock. Just impressed by the effort she gave. The British Virgin Islands almost got one back here with an opportunity late in the game. Zena Cheek with the pressure and help from number 8, Darcy Reck. But Honduras made it difficult. Peters was up to the task so many times in net for the British Virgin Islands. She stood her ground, made a number of saves.
Despite the defeat, there were still several promising signs displayed by some of the BVI players. Top of that list was goalkeeper Brittany Peters, who saved 15 attempts at goals from the 38 total shots that were taken by Honduras. Take a look at some of those brilliant saves by Peters.
British Virgin Islands and head coach Wayne Phillip. They'll be captained by the 16-year-old Ariel Mohammed, playing in the back line there. Brittany Peters will get her first cap in net. And Hiron looking for the run of Linda. She plays this one into the mix, just out of. Here's Honduras on the dribble. Martinez wants it. Excuse me, that's Ramirez. Moncada. Now Hiron. Cross goes away from Ramirez, and she just takes out Brittany Peters. Peters getting her first cap for her home country. Her first call to action is a tough one as she just gets taken out by Trumali Ramirez, who was offside once again. A huge collision. Now it's Keely Brickwood, gets it taken off her foot. Ramirez still. Ramirez, saved by Peters again. She kept it in bounds. She hits a clap from Makeda Fahy, one of her center backs, as Peters does all the hard work on the shot. Has some defending to do here. Martinez. Peters, what a punch. She hit the post on the way down, but hope she's all right. That was a great save by Peters. Here's the shot from Martinez, just looping it to the back post, and there's the contact with the post after the save by Peters. That can't feel good. She'll receive some treatment yet again. Had a big collision early in the match with a player and now with a post. Kimberly Smith, the other goalkeeper for British Virgin Islands, just gets a little warm up in just in case, but how about that punch? No fear in it, eyes only on the ball. Might have paid the worst price for it as Peters runs into the post. In the aftermath for the British Virgin Islands, one of those being in net. Players for the British Virgin Islands picked up by those field mics there. Brittany Peters. It's been good off of her line today.
The next few games for the BVI women's national team are all scheduled for early April 2022, which will see them facing St. Vincent and the Grenadines as well as Haiti. Up next, a BVI model makes her New York Fashion Week debut. Stay tuned.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There's the answer code.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
A show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. It doesn't always involve suits and, bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men. This season, I'm taking you on an entirely different journey, from chefs to dancers, philanthropists, communications specialists, and much more. I'm heading outside in the field to share the journey of some of the BVI's best and brightest men. From East End to West End, Bojangara, Jackson Lake, not forgetting Anigata. Our Virgin Islands gentlemen are doing the damn thing, and I'm so proud. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redirect. We are the movers and shakers of this generation, and we ain't afraid to show it. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 3 by yours truly, Ron Grant, raising a generation of greatness.
Thanks for sticking with us. The BVI's very own model, Shanique Ericsson, made her New York Fashion Week debut last week. 284 News interviewed Ericsson about this amazing experience and her journey as a model. 22-year-old Shanique Ericsson was raised in the BVI before leaving in 2017 to further her education. Recently, Ericsson attended the Coco Rocha model camp in New York City. From there, her journey to Fashion Week incidentally began.
I noticed that when I was scheduled to go to camp, it was the weekend before New York Fashion Week. So I extended my stay with hopes of being in New York at the right place at the right time because, it's Fashion Week. So many scouts are out there. There are designers out there. There are photographers out there. They're just looking for new faces. So I was just hoping to be at the right place at the right time. But if not, get scouted. I was hoping to maybe attend a runway show. So I contacted Terry Donovan, the founder of Summer Sizzle BVI, and I told him that I was going to be in town for Fashion Week, and he invited my sister and I to Cesar Galdino's runway show. And Cesar is a designer that has been at Summer Sizzle since I first walked in Summer Sizzle back in 2017. So that was a great experience. I got to connect with Cesar again. I got to meet photographers. I got to meet so many people. It was such a great networking experience. From there, I was asked to go to a fitting for Edwin D'Angelo. And from there, I was in his show. It happened so quick. I'm still digesting it because it was literally a dream come true. I really didn't expect anything to happen. I was just going, taking a chance.
Ericsson's debut was benefited by the recent coaching she underwent at the prestigious model camp, learning from supermodel Coco Rocha personally.
At camp, Coco went through everyone's portfolio, and we got to sit down with her and picked a theme and a mood for our photo shoot, which was going to be on the last day of camp. But leading up to the photo shoot day, we had runway, we had posing class, we had a class with her husband James that was on the industry. It was on agencies, contracts, and branding. What to pose, what not to pose, because you want to have a professional image. You want a brand, a designer to pick you to represent their clothing line, their whatever it is. You want to have a image that brings them towards you. How to attract agencies. What's the right agency for you? What's the one that fits your image, fits your look. How to negotiate with a contract, what to look for in a contract, the red flags of a contract. Then we had a runway class. We showed her our walks. She corrected, she critiqued it. We practiced, she saw improvements. Then we had posing class. Now this was a class that I was very novice about because I saw on TikTok where people are on stage posing, practically dancing in front of the entire class. And me being a very shy person, that was just something I was not looking forward to. But however, on the day of, the energy, everyone was so uplifting. I went on stage, they were cheering me on. And then when I was over, Coco asked if I've been doing this before. And no, I told her no, this is my first time. This is completely outside my comfort zone. But having her ask me that, I looked like I know what I was doing. I looked like I've been doing this before. And I told myself, this is something I should be doing clearly because that was my first time. And it seemed that as if that I was been doing this before. So that was really motivating, having her ask me that. And then we had shoot day. This was everyone's favorite day, really, because, we got to put together everything we've learned in the past few days and put it together in our shoots. So it was my turn to shoot. I got on there. We did a test shot with the photographer, make sure the lighting is okay. And the test shot was so perfect. Everyone was like, yes. And that really boosted my self-esteem, my confidence. It kept me going when everyone was cheering. And that helped a lot. Like all of the girls, we were just helping each other, and that was really great. During the shoot, Coco would come in, she would lift your chin up, she would tell you to lift your chin, or maybe tilt your head a little. She would, help you, correct you, maybe if you're getting a little, if you're not knowing what other pose to do, she'll give you like a little hint to maybe turn to the left, and then like we learned in posing class, you just start flowing from there, maybe switch another position, and then you'll just start flowing from there. That was really great. Honestly, this camp was by far the best decision that I've ever made. It has opened so many doors for me since then. It has boosted my self-esteem and my confidence tremendously. And I'm really grateful for her having this camp in general, giving people the opportunity to learn about the industry and, being practically mentored by her. Coco, she is an an icon in the fashion world. She's worked with so many top designers. She's been on so many magazine covers. She's walked in so many shows. Right before we went to camp, she was actually in Project Runway. So that was really great. You know, Coco, she's phenomenal. She is very funny. She's overall a great person. It was really nice. It was really great.
As for what is next for Ericsson and her career, she says getting signed to an agency, as well as being a part of London Fashion Week, is on her current to-do list.
Hopefully I get signed with an agency in Miami that has houses worldwide. That way I can travel, network, and work with designers and brands all over the world. And hopefully I get to be in a London Fashion Week. That would be amazing. That would be an amazing experience, exposure. That would be great. As far as being in a, working with a particular brand or designer, I've always wanted to work with Nike. I've always wanted to be in a Nike campaign.
When asked what advice Ericsson would give young girls who want to experience the same opportunities and training, Ericsson encouraged everyone of all shapes and sizes to begin their career and noted how you can begin building your portfolio.
My advice to the younger generation, or in general, just anybody that wants to model, go for it. If you feel as if you're not tall enough, or you have people that tell you that you don't look like a model, we have curvy models, plus size models, shorter models. We live in an era where the fashion industry is accepting change. They're drifting away from traditional. So if it's something that you have a passion for, go for it. There's so many opportunities out there for everyone. What do you have to lose? As far as getting started, there's so many up and coming local photographers that are trying to build their portfolios. So let them help you while you help them. So you're trying to build your portfolio, they're trying to build their portfolio, you hit them up, book a test shot. That also helps you practice, get comfortable in front of the camera, taking pictures in front of the camera. So that's a great opportunity for, and a way for you to start. Also, there's Summer Sizzle, Terry Donovan, he has that show. He brings designers in from all over. You get to network with them. You get to work with them. You don't know who may see you modeling in this show. You don't know who may see your pictures. So really, I just say put yourself out there, go for it. You don't know what may happen. You got to put yourself out there to actually meet the opportunities and get the exposure and experience to do what you want to do.
Nia Douglas, 284 News.
Well, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Nia Douglas. I'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news right here on 284 Media. Happy Thursday, everybody. Have a great evening.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
How may I assist you? Yes. You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?